Okay. All right. Okay. So, Karen, it's so nice to see you here, and thank you for being here and doing this interview. We are talking about the Breaking the Isolation course, which is an 8-week course that's designed to help survivors of trauma break out of isolation and embrace life some more. And I know that you've been a member of the group for 7 months. I checked. And I just wanted to ask you some questions. So what prompted you to take the course?
Well, I've been in recovery from trauma for a long time, and I had recently taken a little bit of a nosedive and really struggled with some depression. And I was hospitalized 3 times over 15 months. And realized after the 3rd time that a big part of the issue was that I was avoiding some of the stuff that was going on inside and not taking care of myself. I needed to, I made a decision that I needed to put myself first. I had been enjoying quite a bit of, success as far as what other people would term success. Mm-hmm. I established a wonderful career. I was working a lot of hours. I was volunteering. I had like 4 major volunteer commitments.
Oh, wow.
And pretty much had no time for me. I kept picking up more and more stuff, and I crashed. So I realized I needed to put myself first, and that it seemed like what I needed to focus on was the fact that, and not so much that what I had been through, but how it affects my life today. Mm-hmm. And the character traits and issues that I deal with in my current life, how they are directly related to what I've been through. And I'd never really looked at that so much. And it had always been, trying to deal with the emotions from what actually happened. And it just, the Facebook group popped up right when it was supposed to. And then the course was offered, and it seemed like a perfect fit. And I was scared to death and decided to do it anyway.
I'm so glad you did. You've been really, truly an awesome participant. Like, always have something to say and always make the conversations lively. So I'm really glad that you were there. Do you feel the course has been beneficial to you?
Very much so. I have found that it's helped me recognize the specific ways, like some of the things that I haven't liked so much about my personality, realizing, that some of those things stem directly from ways I dealt with the fact that I'd been through what I'd been through. Mm-hmm. And so the course has really helped me see how that's happened. It's also helped me look at specific issues, the self-criticism and the perfectionism and the crazy need for control over everything. Mm-hmm. And also difficulties setting any kind of long-term goals, or even, it doesn't even occur to me to set a long-term goal. Mm-hmm. A lot of the times. It's given me some strategies for dealing with some of those issues. And it's also really reinforced the idea that I need to be, if I want to be at peace, I really need to take the same love and compassion I extend to other people, mm-hmm. and extend it towards myself, mm-hmm. Which has not been something I've ever really done. You can be a complete stranger and I'll be nice to you, but it doesn't occur to me to be nice to myself, and so it's really reinforced the idea that I need to do that a bit more if I want to be happy, and to just be more at peace.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're getting so much from it. I know we're entering into week 7, so we're getting close to the end of the 8 weeks, but I know well, everybody and myself included have been growing and learning from the experience. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And would you recommend the course to others?
Absolutely. I particularly, I think for me, had I not been through what I'd been through recently, it wouldn't even occurred to me, but to understand that, that for me, it's not just that the trauma happened, it's that there's ways it affects my life today, and that, but if I want to take that, it's been really helpful in showing me how to take better care of myself today. It's also been very helpful. I think it would be very good for any trauma survivor who just wants to be more at peace with themselves and the way that they operate in the world at large. It's kind of an emotional kind of thing. I will note that even though the course is very focused on not so much what happened, but way more on how it has affected me in my life, in the way that I approach life today, and about changing that so that I can be happier. That there's stuff that comes up that I've needed help with. It's been so important to me to be working with a therapist at the same time. Some of it's been memories, not new memories, but memories coming up in a different way. But also just understanding how the events that occurred have affected how I've approached life, and having feelings about that. And while I can get some support from the Facebook group and from the other people in the course and from you, I've really needed to go to a therapist with that. And I really think it's important to have, to be working with a therapist that you trust while you're taking the course.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up that point. It is, it's pretty much a requirement. It really is a requirement to be in the course, because it's not psychotherapy.
Nope.
It's a coaching program, and it's a great adjunct to therapy. And really the idea was, the question I had, what do I do in between sessions? And then how can I be in community with other people that are going through the same thing and understand? So I'm so glad that you brought that up. It's important. And
I wouldn't have been able to do it without that support. And, not that I wasn't in therapy before. It's just, it's kind of given a different focus to it, which has been very good. But also, just a place where I can process some of the emotions that come up.
Yeah, sure. And have you enjoyed being in community with the few other people that are in the class?
Yes, very much so. It's been really nice to get to know the few people that are there, and also I just feel like the Facebook group is wonderful and it's been extremely helpful. But having this little tight knit community of the people in the course that are doing the same work that I am. We've just gotten, I think, I trust them more than I trust, a lot of other people, because they're going through the whole process at the same time.
I can definitely feel the intimacy in the group growing, and it's like a lot of warmth every time we kind of check into our group. So that's really nice. Yeah. So I just will say, for anyone who's watching this, the group is, well, currently it will be at home study every week. You'll have a video, that you'll be able to access, and some homework, but we meet personally in a Zoom room like this together every week. So
I will also say the homework is, don't be scared away by the idea that there's no pressure there, and it's
right.
Really pertinent work, but there's also there's no judgment, and there's no yeah, it's just, you do what you can do, and it takes you where it takes you, and it seems to take each of us to a different place. So.
That's very true. And that's a really good point. I'm glad you brought that up. So this is a class that's designed to lower pressure. I don't want anybody to have
Exactly.
more stressed out. We have enough stress just having gone through what you're going through and the healing and your therapy. So this provides some new perspective, I think a little fun, some community, and just a little different take on things. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you so much. Again, you're such a great participant in the class, and I'm so glad that you're there. And thank you for doing this interview.
Well, thank you, because this has been wonderful. Thank you.